staple for that. If you guys want to learn just solid, straightforward, standard Terran play with great decision making, you should check out Polt's stream, for sure.
Turn off the
music.
No, the overlay for this. I don't know why the UI is like crazy.
Okay, the UI is a little bit crazy in Europe apparently.
I'll try to fix it after this game, but I can't do it.
Alright, so spawning in the top position of Orbital Shipyard, sending out a quick drone scout. It is the red Zerg player. It is Bly. And he's red on fire.
Red on fire indeed. And as the blue Terran on the bottom right hand or in the bottom left hand side of the map, Captain America himself, it is CM Storm's Polt.
Polt won the last game, right?
Polt won the last game, yeah.
Also,
Going
a bunch
for
of my camera stuff isn't working, so.
going for the very quick
Rax Gas.
Rax Gas, pretty standard Reaper opener by the looks of it. It could still go into multiple Reapers if he decides to add a second gas.
And Bly with the proxy hatchery.
Yeah, so talk about the hatchery position here, Taylor. It gives away that Bly wants to go, I think, for potentially Ravagers and Roaches here.
Mm-hmm.
So
the gas pool also, the gas pool also is a pretty big indicator for it too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what the rally on the minerals does for him. But,
you might want to BM Polt, make a drone and start mining from it. Be like,
it's possible. It's certainly possible. But yeah, this is a pretty cool place for the Rax. He's pretty much placing it in the perfect position where it's never gonna get scouted for the Reaper unless the Reaper is looking for it, and it's not gonna be seen right away when it spawns, not the creep anyway. So it's a pretty great position for the hatchery of Bly. He's also gotten a pool right after that. It's not like he went for 3 hatchery for a pool or anything like that. Not that would be a build. But he should have a couple of links and a queen in time for the first Reaper. There's the very quick Roach Warren. Drones are still being produced. I would like to see a couple of links, or this Reaper will definitely get at the very least a grenade off. Now he's adding the second gas, and this will be a very big tell for Polt as of to what's going on, especially paired up with the Roach Warren. But we'll see if he's able to defend. This is a very strong build by Bly.
Yeah, especially against Reaper Expand, which...
It's been a thing. I think that Ragnarok beat Innovation with this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Innovation's opener was, but Reaper Expand is, he's gonna get some kind of damage done, whether it's, damaging Zerglings or drones, but, having that proxy hatchery, Polt has no idea it's there. He could probably assume that there's a proxy hatchery, because, the rush distance from the main to the main is very, very far away.
The double gas as well, that has to be a big tell. So he's already making a preemptive bunker, perhaps anticipating the proxy hatch, and a tech lab that might be used for tanks.
Yep.
So will he be able to get those in time is the question. Why is he making a starport, you might be wondering.
For counter-aggression?
Counter-aggression, most likely just a medevac. With a medevac, if he gets a medevac in time with his tank, then his tank will become invincible.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No,
when you said,
no, sorry,
I'm
not questioning you.
No, that's fine. It's justified.
Okay, he could go for a Liberator?
I really doubt it, because there's what do you call those? Ravagers out.
No, I mean to attack the Bly's main base.
Okay, a Liberator for a counterattack is more of a possibility. I still think that the medevac is far more likely with the tank.
Really nice micro from Polt though,
yeah,
maybe
Bly already lost a Ravager, so let's look at Polt start the medevac. Oh!
What? It could be a Liberator.
Yeah, it could have been a Liberator. I'm sure it could have. But here we have the Ravagers poking at the front, and things are not looking great for Bly. Again, once that medevac is out, the tank becomes essentially invincible against the corrosive bound. You can just continue to reposition it, and otherwise, if the tank is out and sieges before the medevac is out, if Bly can get it before the medevac is out, and that's why you get a medevac, did he get it? Boom, boom, boom. See, that's why you get the medevac, and that's why I would have liked for Polt to maybe wait with the siege. That was a little bit of an overextension by Polt to use the tank before the medevac was out, because once the medevac is out, again, the tank essentially becomes invincible, and now he could be in trouble just because he sieged it, 3 seconds early?
Yeah, and he could have, I think Polt, he had extra Marines, he had some Marines in the bunker, but he also had Marines outside the bunker. He has to assume that the Overlord was right there, which I think he already had vision of, and I think it was really greedy of him to actually do that.
Yeah, so Bly had enough though. I think he might have stopped producing units, and now with the tank out and the medevac available, then that tank is gonna be able to survive for a long time. Gets one corrosive barrel into it. Yeah. Oof.
But the real damage here is that Polt doesn't have any real way. He has to keep defending, and there's no wall to hold back these roaches, and they're just gonna bum rush the tank. But I think Bly should just go back to details. He loses 2 roaches essentially for free.
Yeah, he has 4 workers ahead, but he doesn't have an expansion to. So this is a terrible position for Bly if he is not able to capitalize on you know, he's not able to kill Polt essentially. 2 tanks now out. The medevac is still available. Now, the one thing that Bly has going for him in this game is the creep spread at the third of Polt. That's going to make it incredibly hard for him to ever take. And he has done a really good job of continuing to spread the creep throughout that base. He should try and get creep on the edges and spread it out as much as possible from one another, just so that one single scan can't clear it all. Right now, it's already going to take Polt at least 2 scans. So this is not too bad, and the creep will in some way serve as a contain. I would really like to see Bly maybe gamble and take a 3rd hatchery a little bit sooner. He's producing drones off of his proxy. Wow. Okay.
I guess he just had him in his control group.
I mean, he might just have wanted to produce those drones, to be honest. He rallied them all the way back.
Get some efficiency out of the larva.
Yeah, just utilize that larva for whatever he can. But I think he could have just taken a faster 3rd instead, perhaps. I'm not sure though. The queen will finally get taken out. This creep tumor will be taken out as well. But like I said, there's still going to be at least 2 scans worth of creep and the hatchery that Polt has to get rid of before even taking a 3rd. Plus the creep is spread all the way to Polt's 4th. So
Polt's just going to power up on 2 base looks like and push.
And I don't mind that at all. I think that Polt's in a fantastic position this game.
Yeah. But we see Polt moving out with those first 2 medevacs. He essentially doesn't need to bring Marines for it. He can actually camp the 3rd base of Bly very well with these things because they have the elevator effect. And next to the 3rd base with a Rockstar, you can actually have 1 tank on the low ground and 1 on the high ground, and essentially just hit the 3rd hatchery for free.
Yeah, I think I like what you're saying a little bit better than what Polt is doing. I think Polt's intimidated by the amount of creep here. But in order for Bly to do what he did here, and Polt may not know this kind of thing because he's not a Zerg player, you know? So he doesn't know what you have to give up in order to do things like that, particularly as well.
This amount of Zerglings is actually pretty scary. If Polt moves out with his first 2 tanks without walling off, like he can't... There's actually a little bit of creep spread though.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So he needs to clear the creep tumor in the front.
I mean, Bly obviously, there's no way you can be like, if I place this creep tumor right here, there's just enough creep so where he can't build anything, he can't build a depot in there.
It's probably not planned, but I mean,
that's what you want to do, but you got it barely enough to where Polt can't build a depot right next to the tech lab, which means
that's
no
scary
wall.
for sure. But like you said, I would have much rather seen the tanks move out while Bly had the launchers to them, because now there's a Spire over there. And this is the right unit to make sure Bly tanks are to be expected. Plus, he will see exactly when Polt moves out. Mutas can be great units at backstabbing, and Bly has not committed or we're committed to roaches at all, but he is getting roach speed. I think he might have made a few too many links, perhaps expecting an attack a little bit sooner than it's coming.
I think he could have droned off a little bit more heavier.
Yeah, I definitely think he could have gone for that turret a little bit.
The lings were a little bit like...
Oh, but look at this.
Yeah, this is actually going to get a lot of damage done. The units of Bly are actually pretty non-existent right now. They're in the main base, I guess, trying to defend against potential liberators. Like I said, like that's a pretty good counter-aggression move. Polt's not going to focus the hatch. He's just going to trade away some of the Marines for Zerglings and pick up and get out of there. He's going to scout the Spire eventually, I gotta assume. Oh, really nice self-file hit. Never mind. But he is going to scout the Spire. That's actually a pretty big deal. He might just want to power up on 2 bases and just push while taking a 3rd. I'm deciding where he should take the 3rd, knowing that that's a lot of Nova, actually.
Yeah, so, it's a little bit late, and if we look at the supply, it looks like Bly is in so much trouble. If he hadn't lost those drones at the 3rd base, he would be okay. So the only thing that Bly continues to have going for him is this. But mind you, the creep did get catched on that, and that creep tumor survives, by the way. That's going to continue to be. But what a big move out by Polt. And in these positions, I like things like Burrow Bailing, for example, as a comeback mechanic, because your opponent has to move out eventually, especially when you're going to be forcing scans at his natural base. Burrow Bailings can be, you know, if you get rid of this army by Polt, you win the game, essentially. The biggest advantage that Polt has above anything else.
Well, I was going for roaches. I think eventually, like, if he needs just a higher Ravager count, which as we see 3 more Ravagers being produced.
Yeah.
But Polt's gonna essentially just camp this bottom of this ramp, pick off the 3rd for 3, and slowly push into the main base to fly, because he has such a he has a ridiculously pretty high tank count, like, what is it, 5 tanks? 7 tanks total, which is absolutely huge. He's pre-splitting for Bailings, and Corrosive Vials, but yeah, like I said, he's just gonna slowly work at that 3rd base, pick it out and slowly push into it. And there's Bly needs to have godlike
Bly's doing the right thing in trying to deny counter or deny reinforcements, but Polt is also doing the right thing in not reinforcing with rally points, but rather in waves, so that his units are less vulnerable to this type of attack. 2 tanks are gonna get picked off regardless. The Bly just doesn't have enough to defend against this for the time being, so he is in a world of hurt. And
this is pretty much like an A move. Coming in from Polt. There's no Bailings. Bly would need the greatest hits of Corrosive Vial ever to be
like right there.
I mean, he's gonna get 2 tanks. 1 tank, that's okay, nice, but yeah, there's just way too much. And Polt's gonna just push in and take the game.
Yeah, GG gets called by Bly, and he goes down 0-2 in this best of 5 series against Polt. So going now back to North America for the 3rd game. And what's going to be the map? Central Protocol. So,
is there a faster way to switch, or do I have to exit out?
Exit out. They removed the option to switch servers within the game. That's a mistake. Anyone from Blizzard watching, please fix.